Don't be a dick. All right, ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Film Hustlers.
Hey, what's up?
I like that. Hey, what's going on, David Dave?
Hey, what's happening?
Dude, David Dave is hustling. If anyone's hustling, you're hustling.
Hey,
you're so busy, you can't even do the show.
I'm
That's
exhausted,
right.
dog.
That's right. I felt the tension last night on the text when I was like, hey, we potting tomorrow? Robert's like, let's do it. David is like, I can't. He was like, oh, we got to figure something out then, guys. Like, it was
Dude,
like...
as if you could read a text and have any
That's
kind
how
of...
exactly how you... Exclamation, exclamation,
Hey,
exclamation.
That's how it felt, dude. So,
It did, right, David
so
Dave?
I busted my ass again.
And then David Dave was like, well, I could do it at 5. And we're like, oh, okay. There it is.
I hope I never sound like that on a text. I just was like, hey, we do have to figure it out.
It wasn't, hey, we do. It was like, no, we have to. This has to happen. What is happening? It was
I
anger.
hope people don't listen to me like that. That would suck if when I send a text, that's how it feels.
But it's funny because he's never like that.
No, he's not. Unless when we're shooting, remember he was texting at like 2 a.m. Where's the gun for the moon? We have to have all the prop. It was like I was all fucking middle of the night reading this. I was like, what? We're not even in production
We
yet.
gotta be up in 3 hours. What are you texting me right now for?
Hey, being prepared is the number one thing.
True.
But
And
no,
I
I'm
brought everything, and we were like, we didn't use anything.
But I do want to say I'm excited about doing the show. I think it's important we continue to do the show.
Very important.
I think
Very
we keep growing as personalities, as professionals.
But it's important creatively for me personally, like to sit every week and talk with you fools about whatever it is we're talking about, because it gets the juices flowing. You get it out there. It's almost like a therapy for creativity.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. I love that part about it, you know? And
I mean,
think-
I'm taking credit for LA Latino Press, and so are you, Roberts. Because
I'm not. I don't. What is Latino Press?
That's Davey Dave's
Tell us
deal.
about Latino Press. This is one of the hustlers doing his thing. What is Latino Press?
Yeah, Latino Press LA is just a little media outlet right now. Started in lieu of encouragement from some of our friends, being Rod Rinks
Oh, really? Was this you too?
and Mario Lopez.
Really? Did they say do
Yeah, of
this?
course.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Well, how
it
did that
was-
happen?
Well, it was. I think I was doing interviews already before, and I think I was in between, like the old platform and this one, and I was kind of trying to figure out my space. What is going to do? Channel 4 News, or what is it going to do? It's like it doesn't really. No one's really going to take that serious. So I was like, hey, let me try something out. Anyway, so the interviews in between those, Mario and these guys watched it. I'm sure you've seen them too, but I was like, hey, that's pretty good. These are good. What's up? I'm like, okay, cool. And so it was, then I knew some PR people who were asking, hey, yeah, you want to come to this event? Okay, let's do it. So it just kind of dominoed, and it's highlighting Latinos, of course. It's about connecting cultures, telling
I like
everybody.
the Latino.
Yeah.
I like the logo. That's cool. So
Totally.
it's highlighting not just Latinos, connecting the cultures.
See,
I like
he
that.
has
That's
a
my
tag.
tag. That's my tag
his.
right there.
See,
I like
Roberts,
that.
take notice. You talk about pitching. Davey Dave just pitched us, and that
it's-
shit sold to
and
me.
it's an amazing idea. I think having the multicultural thing happening is cool. But when you see a Latino, you run towards a Latino, right?
That's number one on the list, absolutely.
that's cool.
There we
But
go.
I'll tell you what it did help me with. It helped me with my public speaking, with my hosting, with my podcasting, with any content that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's the same thing. I'm already editing in my head.
Yeah.
Kind of like you guys do it. And we, of course, here's the other thing too. I learned from one of the masters of our generation.
Mario Lopez. Yeah.
So being around him is like, fuck. Okay, now I'm getting all the shortcuts for free.
Dude, when
Hustling.
Suspect did their screening in downtown, like it played for what, like 3 minutes, and then the projector went out, and Davey Dave was hosting, and there's probably how many people were there?
Fuck, 1,400.
Yeah. And it was his job then, because he was hosting the event, so he goes and he leads in and he taught, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then he had to get up there until the projector was fixed and keep the crowd, and it's all foos, you know what I'm saying? So he had to keep them engaged and keep them like in their seats, and he did, dude. I was a little worried for you, David. I'm not gonna lie. Like
If there was something I was worried about, I wouldn't do.
Were they getting restless?
No, I was making them laugh.
No, yeah, he was cracking jokes, and he gave Film Hustlers a bunch of shout outs and
Yeah.
Beautiful Darkness, but it was good. Like it was really perfect. I was proud of it because I thought, oh shit, like the projector went out. Here he is on stage by himself. He doesn't have an act. He's
Right.
going to have to wing it off the cuff, and he did.
Right.
And it was probably like 10 minutes or so.
So really what we're talking about, and by the way, Latino Press is you can find where?
On Instagram.
Instagram?
yeah.
At LatinoPress.com? Okay.
Latino Press LA.
Latino Press LA. Not .com.
Not .com, not .org, Roberts.
Yeah, this ain't
Not-
the
Jeez,
Scientologist.
AOL and shit.
No.
AOL.
I think
Dial up.
I think my wife still has AOL. I think when you are bold, when you try new things, when you do things that are out of your comfort zone, you get inspired, right?
Oh, you got to throw your hat over the fence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be committed, man. I think commitment is the number one most important thing when it comes to succeeding.
Yeah.
Being committed, right? Knowing you're going to do it, whether you fail or you succeed, is a big portion of succeeding. Because you can't succeed unless you try, and you can't try unless you commit, and you can't commit. I don't even have another one for that. If you're
Unless you try.
I know. I was waiting for the name. You can't commit if you. Well, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know what else there is. No, but you have to be committed. That's the key.
And it's okay to fail. Like Davey Dave, you did Channel News Foods or Food News, which was funny.
Right.
But it just you've tried different
I've
things.
tried a lot of things.
Yeah, and and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But the point is you keep trying.
Right.
It's like my scripts. Roberts hates them. He wants me to give up on a lot of them, but I don't.
Let's say this: we've all failed a lot.
Yeah.
We've all failed a lot. And, I started businesses that were in the industry that I thought would be great. iScript.com failed. Probably 30% of the things I pitched don't get sold.
30? If you're going 30, dude, then that's pretty good. I would say.
Probably like 70.
Yeah.
70% of the things
But
I
that's
pitch
everybody.
don't get
That's
sold.
still
But
Hall
that's
of Fame
everybody.
numbers, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard, dude. You have to constantly come up with new things and new
ideas for the new buckets.
It's
right?
not like you come up with an idea and boom, you go and sell it and you make it. It doesn't work
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? You got to keep pitching, and even those ideas. Look at what's the Netflix movie you did?
Meet Me Next Christmas.
It's not even what you originally came up with, right?
No, nothing near, no.
No, but it started the train moving,
Right.
which turned into something else
Right.
based off of that push.
Yeah,
that
no,
pitch.
I think you have to be okay with failing. You have things don't stick, you move on to something else. I think it's really important, whether it's an idea or whether it's a script or whether it's a movie that, I've made movies that are on a shelf.
Yeah.
There are movies that just didn't sell.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. But as long as you learn from those things, right?
Yeah, learning's important.
Because Dave, from like Channel Food News and some of the other stuff, you knew what you did well and what you didn't do so well. So you took that and you put it into LA to Latino Press, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
So some of the movies that you made early on that didn't do as well, Roberts, you
Yeah.
took those lessons and you put them the good things. You left the bad, you took the good, and then you're doing Netflix movies.
We do the show. We gain something from it. Hopefully you guys get something out of it. And we've had an awesome time doing season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been incredible. We did a short film. We developed it right here on the show. We all pitched.
Yep.
None of us liked my idea.
Right.
We sort of liked Dave's idea, but we ultimately chose Beautiful Darkness,
Yep.
starring Emilio Rivera,
Pepe Serna,
Pepe Serna.
Efren Figueroa,
Efren
Rick
Figueroa.
Livingston, Nico Rinks.
Yeah, amazing cast. Beautiful little movie. Dark movie.
But beautiful at the same time.
Beautiful. Doing the festival circuit right now, so it's doing really well. And we're hoping for a Sundance bid, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we had a great 4th season. I think we threw our hat over the fence and said, hey, let's show people how we do it, what we would do, see if we can do it, so that others could see like it's possible, and you could hear it right here on the show. So if you haven't heard the whole season, go back and listen, because we raised about $60,000 on the show. We're still 10,000 short.
So if you're out there and you want to invest, get involved with Hustlers.
But we did it, and it was a really good experience, and we had a good time. And I think next season, which will be coming up here soon, we're going to try something a little bit different. I was thinking, guys, that we should, one of the things I've never done in my whole career, and it's been a long, illustrious indie career.
Very shiny.
What I think we should do is, there's one area of the business that I've never understood. I've never been able to work in it. It's complicated. It's mathematical. It's got issues that I just never liked, but I was always jealous of it. I always thought, why can't I make movies like foreign distributors do? There's filmmakers. We know a few of them. Yeah. We know Danny A. We know Christian Sesma. Sean Reddick, Dream
Roger
Entertainment,
Collins.
Roger Collins. All these guys do films with foreign distributors They raise money with certain cast. They raise money with a certain type of idea. And then they go to a bank. A bank funds that movie.
Based on that talent.
They get paid. They go make the movie, and then they deliver it all over the world. Sometimes, my understanding is that sometimes a movie makes its money back, just enough to pay everybody.
Yeah.
And others make more money, and then others don't, make less money.
Right.
I don't know how it works with a bank when you make less money, but it's all based on pre-sales. And a pre-sale is when, let's say you're China, and I go to you and I say, hey, I'm making this movie with this cast, and you say, I'll buy it for $200,000. I give you a contract, you sign it, I take that contract to the bank, they give me $150,000.
Yeah.
And they say when that money comes in, I get it, and here's the money. You collect enough of those contracts, you end up with $2, $3, $4 million, you go make your movie.
Yeah.
So
it's complicated, but it's really easy. You know what I mean? Because if all these people are doing it, it's kind of like the way I think it's more complicated. Because I'm with you, Roberts. I want to make the movie I want to make. You know what I mean? And when you do it this way, it's not necessarily the way. It's not the movie that you necessarily want to make. You go to them and they dictate to you the type of movie that they want or they could sell.
Think about how stopped you get. I remember I've tried. It's not like I haven't tried to work with foreign distributors. I've tried. I've gone to them. I've said, hey, let's do this movie. It's commercial. It's 4-quadrant. And they're like, yeah. And then I'll say like, well, what about this actor? No, well, we don't like that actor. We like this actor. And then sometimes the actors that they suggest, like you would never want to use,
Right.
You're like, first of all,
it's like 90s actors.
Yeah. They're like, no, they're great in Europe and you're okay. So there is a give and take to the business, but it is attractive. Like lots of people do it.
Yeah.
Like if they even do it on higher levels. So I'll give you an example. What's a movie? The Expendables.
Yeah.
The Expendables is a foreign distributor. It's not a studio, right? It feels like a studio because all those big stars are in it.
Yeah.
So Millennium, I think it's called,
Yep.
is a foreign distributor. They have really big deals to make these action films all over the world. And whether it sells here in the U.S. or not, they don't care. Doesn't make any difference because foreign... Sylvester, Arnold, all these guys.
Dolph.
Yeah, they gave them all like, I don't know, 10 million, 5 million, 15 million. They put a pool together for them, and then he goes off and he sells that action film all over the world for who knows how much, 100 million maybe.
Yeah.
But goes and makes that one for 50.
Yep.
So they know how to make money.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about doing a movie that big. I'm just talking about the hustlers, showing everybody that it's possible to do a movie through a foreign distributor, and that it's how to get it done. I don't know how to get it done, so we'll literally be learning how to do it right here on the show.
So we're gonna do it next season.
I think we should do it next season, which is next year.
Dave, you down?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, let's figure it out. Right? If we could figure it out, and right here on the show, figure out how to make a movie through foreign distributor, everyone's gonna be like, everyone will know the secret. Because I after 30 years, I don't know the secret.
Right.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
So
I think we're going to have to do either thriller, horror,
yeah,
no drama,
Yeah.
no comedy.
No. I'm going more thriller.
Yeah, no rom-com.
No. Because again, it's all kind of like, I think of it like you got to be able to turn the volume down and still understand the story.
Action.
So action, thriller, horror, and that's the world in which we want to live, right?
Yeah, I think, well, that's the world that's the world that the whole
It's based on.
world understands.
Yeah.
So in other words, that is those genres people will buy all over the world equally. Like horror translates,
Yeah.
right? A ghost, an exorcism, all that translates all over the world. Like no one's going to not buy that.
Yeah.
You do a comedy that we find funny, all of a sudden no one else is laughing around the
Right.
world because they don't get our humor.
Right.
We don't get their humor either, except for the English.
Thriller, Taken, there's been like
Same kind of
500 of
thing.
them made.
Yeah,
you
same
know what I
kind
mean?
of revenge. Yeah, revenge movie.
Revenge movies. Yeah, you could turn the volume down and you could watch the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we're going to have to talk to Clay Epstein.
Right.
We'll start there. Clay Epstein's the president of Film Mode Entertainment.
We had him on like first season.
Yeah, he was on the first season, but yeah, he's a foreign distributor. He actually has been in the business, God, I don't know, I'm going to say 30 years. He was my first assistant.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was my assistant. And then he stayed in the business. I don't know if he wanted to be a producer or not. I mean, he is a producer now. Like, you know, he does a lot of movies like we're talking about. He puts them together. He pre-sells them. He casts them. And then he banks them.
Yeah.
And then he sells them.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, he does a lot. I see a lot of film mode in the credits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Everywhere.
been at he's at all the markets. You know, there's, if you don't know, there's 3 or 4 big markets. There's Cannes. There's AFM, which is the LA market. There's
AFM's right now, right? Or is it coming up?
I think it just passed.
Oh.
But there's a bunch of markets all over the world. There's one in Italy. There's
Yeah.
one in Australia.
Okay.
You know, you go there, all of the world comes together at these markets to look at all the different movies that the distributors have. Film Mode and Clay usually have an office there, and they set up all these meetings and they present their movies and they sell them there. For whoever didn't buy them, then they have to finish up, round out the rest of the world. So we'll have to ask him, like, what sells, what doesn't sell, how do we make this happen? See if he's honest about it. Like, I can't get an honest word out of that guy.
Do you partner with these guys? I mean, I guess we'll find all this out.
They become the executive producers.
Okay, so you partner with them.
Yeah.
God, it sounds like a racket.
Let's talk about racket for a second. So yeah, you got they're pre-selling it.
Yeah.
So they get money for selling it. They get money for being at the market. Like, this is all coming out of your budget. They get money for being at the market and their expenses.
Yeah.
They get, I don't know, up to 20% of the total sale. So if I sell it to you to China or Japan or Mexico or whoever you are, if I sell it to you for $200,000, 20% is $40,000 out of the $200,000.
Yeah.
So
then he makes
gets
money
that.
as a producer on it.
Then he'll make money as a producer on it. But yeah, the pre-sale, the sale, all that's like the distributor money, and then he'll get executive producer money, and then he'll sell it.
I got an idea, guys. Let's start Film Hustlers Foreign Distribution to make some money.
Seriously.
I mean, come on.
But it would take all of your time.
No, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
It would take all of your energy, all of your time. I mean, it's not an easy job. We'll ask him what he does. You guys are going to find out what a foreign distributor does, like, to the T. And then we're going to find out how you make a movie like that, because if they're being made, we should be able to make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? We know a bunch of talent.
Can we make Film Hustlers like that? Or not Film Hustlers, Beautiful Darkness like that? Or do we want to...
It's not up to us. And Beautiful Darkness is a drama.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it's not up to us. It's up to the foreign. Like, I'm saying, like, we're going to go to the foreign distributor. We're going to say, what movie do we make?
Yeah.
Who has to direct it? Who has to star in it? Like, they're going to tell us, and we're going to see if we could do it. The only thing is, we can't let him down, right? If we start it, we got to finish it. What I do know is that there are producers that just do it that way.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do all the time, day and night. They're very happy. They make tons of money. I don't know why I've never been able to do it. It's never attracted me, because I think also I'm the type of producer that loves to let fate sort of handle what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not how you do it with a foreign distributor. You literally do as they say. What's the best thing that's going to sell? Like, you know, it's like sitting there and going like, okay, there's these 10 countries. And if you cast this person, none of these 10 countries are going to buy it. But if you cast this person, 9 out of these 10 countries are going to buy it. I mean, that's literally how they do it. It's like plug and play.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a lot of these movies, like, they'll have a $4 million budget and they'll take $2 million and give it to one actor.
Yeah.
And then they'll make a $2 million movie with that actor showing up for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Seagal used to do that all the time. I think they paid him. God, Clay's going to know this, but they paid him like $2 million to sit in a fighter jet cockpit and do the movie from there, because, you know, he didn't look like Steven Seagal anymore, except for when he was just the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
no, that is what they do. That is because my buddy Anthony, he worked on a movie with Nicolas Cage, and he came in for like a week and shot out all his shit, and they paid him millions of dollars, you know.
Well, we're gonna figure that out. But right now, I want to talk about extrememusic.com. I've got this really cool example to show you guys. I want you guys to listen carefully how the instrumentation on this first piece is going to be full, and I'm going to try to narrow this down to one instrument on the second song, because I really want you guys to hear this automation that they have, because it's pretty amazing. And I'm sure other companies do it, but I think they do it extremely well. Mm-hmm. So here's...
You see what you did right there?
extremely.com. All right, so listen to this one. Right? You feeling that?
Wow.
It's like it's deep. It's got
moving
tones.
Yeah. That's like moving.
Okay.
Like dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
like
something there. So, and this other piece now is with only one instrument that is automated right in their system. You could make it fit your scene. Same song.
Really cool.
I actually like this one better.
That was really dope, Roberts.
Yeah.
How
like
did you
this one
do
better.
that?
Automation on extrememusic.com. They're the best.
You got a knack for this music. And people are asking about the music in Beautiful Darkness and how great it was.
Got it all on extrememusic.com.
Yeah, and who put that shit together?
We all did. But
Oh, here we go. We as a group.
well, if the thing about music and
You want some Fazools or what?
No, hey, you got to give me some Fazools. No, but look, as a producer, it's one of the things that I like to do the most. Directors don't always necessarily go with everything I choose. We have music supervisors on movies.
Yeah.
They help with stuff, but I do. I know myself, and I know that I spend probably more time than anyone else would listening to music and trying to fit the right songs into the scenes. The other thing that's really useful for me, and if you're a producer, you could do this, or a filmmaker, take your movie and put it into iMovie without music.
Yeah.
And then when you find songs on extrememusic.com, you download them, put them into iMovie, move them around, and put them in the scenes and see if they work.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Because otherwise, there's no real way to know for sure, right?
Yeah.
You're just listening, and then you're thinking, does that fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually grab them, I download them, put them into
smart.
the movies.
Yeah.
iMovie, and I watch it with the music that I picked. That's why I think I'm so effective at doing it, because I actually edit them.
Yeah.
But not like an editor would, but just like as a
Placeholder.
producer would, as a placeholder, and kind of give examples.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then you start to get a feeling of whether or not that's the way you want to go. And then a director could say, like, "Ooh, I wasn't thinking that at all," because it's possible, right? Everyone has different ideas. But yeah.
Well, we kind of, I don't want to say butt head, but we had differences on some of the music choices that you were giving in Beautiful Darkness, but we figured it out.
Yeah, extrememusic.com, they provide everything you need, and they give you automation. They give you, hundreds of thousands of different kinds of songs and different feelings, different genres.
Yeah.
But check them out.
Because you could really go down a
extrememusic.com.
rabbit hole. I did that the other night. And you could just type in whatever you're feeling, whatever you wanted. All this stuff pops up, and then you start listening.
Yeah.
And then you keep going.
And within the song, if you punch in, let's say drama, and it brings up a bunch of dramas, and then you click on a song, and it starts to play that song. When you click on the song, it opens up a little window.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of that window, there's all these other choices. It's like orchestration, or country, or or different types of feelings, or drama, or spiritual. And you click on those, and it takes you to a whole other level of songs. That starts to use all of the words that you've punched in. So it's interesting. Yeah. It's a great system. And again, it's part of the process of making. You can't make movies without music, and music really helps your movie be great. So spend some time on extrememusic.com, pick songs you like, go to iMovie, put them in there, work with it, and then call Russ Emanuel and buy them.
Boom.
Yeah. So that
was pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. I mean, look, they have this automation, and I think it's taken for granted, or people don't understand it, don't know it.
Yeah.
But right now in the movie I'm working on, that I'm finishing up for next year, Meet Me Next Christmas, literally the executives are like, "Hey, can the music can it not be so present while they're talking? Because I like the song, but the minute they start talking, the song's stepping all over their dialogue.
Right.
So we went back to the automation, just like I just showed you, and I removed, when it came, so in other words, you can play the song in full.
Yep.
When you enter whatever scene you're in and they start talking, you remove all those instruments and just go down to one of the instruments doing the melody.
Yeah.
And you sit that underneath the dialogue, and then when they stop talking, you bring the whole thing back.
That's amazing.
And you can do that. I mean, I didn't show you guys that right now. Right now, I just used 2 different ones, but you could say start at one, start reducing it to one instrument at 30 seconds in, and then bring it back 50 seconds in.
So it's like having a built-in composer.
Yeah, it's you could manipulate the music that you buy,
Pretty amazing.
or that you license from extrememusic.com. So yeah, check them out. They're amazing. All right, so next week we're going to talk to Clay Epstein. It's I think the strike's nearly over. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
I got a good story about that, Davey. Dave, you'll appreciate this. On the next episode, we'll talk about it. It's a Robert story.
Oh, okay.
Robert's
Great.
and a Lopez story.
All right, well, cliffhang. All right, guys. Well, thank you, and we'll see you next time on Film Hustlers.
You fools.